Hello YouTube. I'm waking up on the harbour today. I can't pronounce the name of the place. It's a Welsh name, so I won't attempt it and possibly insult people by pronouncing it wrong. So I'll just put it on screen. There's another view. There was two other motorhomes here last night. The one down there in the distance, the white one. I had a chat with a couple that are in there, and they're both 84, which I think is brilliant. And they were saying they'll carry on doing it as long as they can. One of their friends is still doing it and they're 90. Brilliant. I stayed in a place last night called Llandolas, and again I think I pronounced that one correctly, but I'll put the name on the screen anyway. And I stayed there for 4 nights actually, and it's interesting because it's a very popular place. There's lots of motorhomes go there, and some people just go for the day and then leave. And I had several conversations with people, because people tend to start a conversation when they see that you're in a self-built motorhome. And one couple that started a conversation were new to wild camping, and were just thinking about staying there for the night, but weren't sure. They had a couple of fears, and they asked my opinion. And one of the fears was that they might get a parking ticket. Another fear was that they might get sort of vandalised in the night by yobs, as they put it. Now, I've got no opinion of other people's fears. I just base my own, I have my own fears, and some things I don't think I need to be afraid of. I think sometimes fear can stop you from doing those things that you really would enjoy to do. So I said to this couple, well, I've been here for 4 nights this time. I've been here several years running for several nights at a time and never had any problem. And I don't understand all of the laws, but I don't see how you can get a parking ticket for parking in a car park that's got no signs saying you can't park there or you need to pay for a ticket. I think you could only get a parking ticket really if there were signs to say you can't park there, or you have to pay to park there. So that was my opinion, and I said, as far as yobs vandalising your motorhome, I can't guarantee that won't happen, but I've never seen anything that would suggest that might happen in all the time I've stayed here. So I was leaving at the point, so I don't know whether they stayed or they didn't, but I think they might have done actually. But next to them there was another motorhome. It was a big coach built motorhome, probably 50-60 grand's worth, I would have said. And the couple in that motorhome were more fearful of things happening, and kept chipping into the conversation and saying, well, if they're coming round, they probably have come round by now, but then you might be asleep and they'll come round, you wake up with a ticket on your window. And and I just think, well, you've got no evidence for this fear. You don't understand that will happen, so you're just saying what might happen. And then what really hit the nail on the head for me was, during the conversation, the lady in the big coach built motorhome said she doesn't use her own shower. And I said, oh right, is that because it's small? And she said, oh no, it's not small, it's full size. I said, well, why don't you use it then? And she says, well, I'd rather use the site showers, because if I use mine, I'm worried that the steam will get into the motorhome and make it damp. So yeah, I just think, well, if you're scared of using your own shower because it might damage your motorhome, then you're not going to really do much wild camping or take many risks with anything, I wouldn't have thought. So I just didn't understand that point of view, but I guess everybody's got their own point of view. Mine would be, you've spent thousands of pounds on a massive motorhome, enjoy it. Don't let irrational fears hold you back. But yeah, just my thoughts. Another thing I told the couple that were in the self-build that were considering staying, I mentioned to them that I've stayed probably, I don't know, many nights wild camping now in different places. I've stayed a good number of times on sites. The only one time I had a problem in that there was somebody outside that I shouldn't have expected to be outside at 1 o'clock in the morning around my van was when I stayed on a site. So I don't know. Take your chance. Live your life. Site showers, because if I use mine, I'm hit the nail on the head for me was another thing I told the couple hit the nail on the head for me was